4 years of my high school life, I was involved in 13 different theater productions. Acting, production assistant, costumes, I did it all, gathering up 2 awards. Theater Spirit Award in 2008 and Outstanding Summer Theater Student in 2009. Earning these has my name permanently etched on 2 different plaques at Roosevelt High School in Sioux Falls. I know to some that's not really a big deal, but for me it felt like an absolute honor, like a high school Grammy. Once I got to DSU, however, I was hesitant to join theater. I thought that it wouldn't be up to my standards or it wouldn't be good enough. So I decided against it for my freshman year. Sophomore year rolled around and I heard about an upcoming musical, Anything Goes. I yearned to be on stage again, and I was 100% sure that it was one of those everyone who tries out gets a part shows. So I tried out. Auditions went pretty crappy in the singing department, but acting and dancing was pretty decent. After auditions is the worst part, the long, treacherous wait for the cast list. After a few days, there it was, an email. I opened this glorious document. "Hey everyone," it says. "Still deciding on parts, you'll find out in a few days." Ugh! By this time I was about to throw my computer out the window. But a few days later, the actual cast list came out. And hey, surprisingly, I actually landed a named part and not just Sailor Number 5. My role was Luke, a Chinese gambler on board the SS American. Practice started and it was one of the best experiences. I met some amazing friends who welcomed me in instantly. We became a huge family instead of the ultra-cliquey theater like I was used to. Almost every day we were doing late-night practices, plus dance and singing practices. Something I most definitely was not used to at DSU was their way of set building. We basically only had 2 weekends to build an entire set. In high school, we had the set built almost right away, so acting on a clean, bare stage, pretending that the set was there, was a constant challenge for me. I found myself thinking, how is this going to work? How is this all going to come together in this little amount of time? Set building weekends were absolutely killer. We worked from 10 a.m. to anywhere from 10 to midnight, painting, building, making costumes, making props, running errands. One day I could be painting, the next I could be sewing. Definitely different from the specific roles like I had in high school. I would wake up, work 10 hours of the day, go home with paint chunks in my hair, fall asleep, wake back up feeling like I barely got a wink of sleep. I'd go back to work for 10 more hours. It was absolutely exhausting, but it was also amazing to see all we could accomplish in basically 4 days. Through all of our hard work, stress, and exhaustion, the performances were absolutely fantastic, and I heard nothing but great reviews. One of the greatest things that happened to me during the whole run of the show was after one of the first shows, 2 younger high school girls told me that I was their favorite character. That was the absolute best feeling in the world, to know that even if you are Sailor Number 5 or a smaller character, you can still make a really big impact on the audience. That night reminded me of why I'm doing this in the first place, for the people and for myself. That small comment meant more to me than some dusty plaque hanging in my room, or a plaque hanging in my old high school. In a blink of an eye, it was closing night, and soon all of our hard work was being taken down at strike. We removed the whole set and put away all of the costumes. Sometimes I find myself regretting not joining theater my freshman year, but I'm so glad that Anything Goes was my very first show here. It was such a fun show to do, and with the large cast I made so many friends that I'll treasure forever. Of course, striking the SS American was not the end, but only the beginning. I now am fully committed to drama club. I got cast a large role in the latest play Metamorphoses, and I plan on acting or teching every play from here on out till I graduate. I'm putting all of the regret behind me, and I'm enjoying the time I have now with the people that I love and doing what I love, being on stage. I'll leave off with a quote. When I come into the theater, I get a sense of security. I love an audience, I love people, and I act because I like trying to give pleasure to people. Vivian Lee.